Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Today we're going to be doing a video on all my tanks. So let's start off with my 40-gallon breeder reef tank. So this tank is about a year, maybe a year and a half old, but it hasn't always looked like this. I have changed the aquascape a few times, and also there used to be an eel in here, but that is a long story. But basically, my plans for this tank is to have SPS at the top, like up there, and maybe around here, but then LPS at the bottom and soft coral at the bottom too. And then some ACANs or something like that scattered around the bottom to fill out the sand bed. The main problem with filling out the sand bed is that I have a diamond goby, which will put sand on anything that is near it, I guess is how I would explain it. But what it'll do is it'll get a mouthful of sand and spit it out basically anywhere. And sometimes that is the bottom of the rock or somewhere around where I would want to put ACANs or something like that. But this tank also has a tomato clownfish and a green chromis, as you can see. Also, it has 2 peppermint shrimp, a whole bunch of trochus snails, a short spine or pineapple sea urchin, I believe it's called, and that is the stocking for this tank. There's also 4 or 5 hermit crabs that are still in this tank. I still need to restock on hermit crabs, but otherwise this tank is doing good. I also forgot to talk about the coral stocking. In this tank I have a Duncan coral, which I have had for about 7 or 8 months. I have a Montipora, which I have had for about a month, if that. And then the candy cane coral I have had just as long as the Duncan coral. And then the Blastomusa I have had I bought that at the same time I bought the Montipora. So about a month, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. So that's all for coral stocking, and also the other livestock in the tank, fish and invertebrates. So let's move on to the next tank. This is my 10-gallon betta fish tank, and this tank has a betta fish, 2 snails. I do not know where the other one is right now, but here is one of them. It also has some Anubias, I believe that is what that plant is, and also a potato that I may end up taking out because how low the nutrients are and there isn't enough to feed it anymore. But back to the betta fish, I have had him for about, I'll put that on the screen once I find out about how long I've had him, but I think it's been about 6 months, but I may be way off. But I've had him for a good amount of time. This tank costs not too much to set up. It does not have a filter. It has a air pump for oxygenation of the water. Oxygenation of the water, and to add a little bit of water flow. I also have a heater back there, if you can see that. And then that's about it for this tank. A very simple aquascape, and let's go on to the next tank. So this is the last tank I'm going to be talking about today, and this is my 20-gallon frag tank. Well, it might end up just being a reef tank, but right now I have a candy cane coral in it, and that is it, and some rocks. So the filter is right there. Like, there's not much to go over with this tank besides that it's starting to get in the ugly phase of a reef tank, but otherwise this tank is doing good. I'm not going to show my pond because there's not much to talk about on that, so this is going to be the end of the video. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video.